Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another show of Inner Community TV. Listen, we're very happy to bring you a gentleman who, you know, is, I should say, a professor,
Yes.
a writer, and he's getting some things started out there, all right? Now, we're not separating nobody. It's all about bringing people together with the knowledge, with the education. And right now we have Professor
Schettinger.
Now listen, a lot of people out there, they're looking at our show and they want to know, what exactly do you mean? I mean, we're not trying to aggravate nobody, but at the same time, we try to be truthful and honest. So you went about being honest and truthful, and you went and did some research.
Right, correct.
Let the viewers know a little bit about this research and the motivation that you did.
Okay, well, the motivation came from a student that I had when I taught Islam at Luther College in spring of 2001. And she was from Morocco. Her name was Huda, a Muslim student. And she challenged me about the way I was teaching Islam, saying that it didn't really resonate with her as how she understood Islam as a Muslim. And that led me over 8 years to completely rethink the whole way that I think about Islam and the whole concept of religion, which culminated in me asking the question, was Jesus a Muslim? And answering it, yes. Even as a Christian, I still have to say yes to that.
All right, now, the reason why we said that, because we got our Christian followers, we got our Muslim followers, and other denominations out there, right? Now, as a Christian, you want to set things straight, and that's not a bad thing, right?
Right, of course not.
And it's the truth about things that will bring us together. All right. So those people out there who are hearing this, they seeing this, what do you want to tell them? I mean, how can you get to them? In other words, besides buying your book, we want you to buy the book, right?
Of course.
You gotta buy the book.
Buy the book.
So you ain't gonna say too much. All right, so let's give them a little bit without buying a book. Let's give them a little bit fact finding, how they can try to find a book and get some information.
In terms of where they can buy the book?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because we know where to buy the book. All right, but we're going to give them some more information. Let's give them some fact finding. In other words, where did you research your information from? All right, because I know you don't want to tell them too much, but you want to give them get the book. But in order for you to come with the book, where did you go to?
I did a lot of research. I mean, after Huda challenged me, I had to go back and reread a lot of the scholarship that I had learned in graduate school and challenge it and really rethink a lot. And that led me into recognizing that there are a lot of scholars out there who are already arguing some of the points that I make in the book. What I'm trying to do with the book is take some of that scholarship and apply it to a real-world issue, like the relationship between Christians and Muslims, to try to figure out a way to articulate a way that Christians and Muslims can work together in the interest of trying to promote social justice in the world. Rather than arguing over theological differences, let's work together. So the purpose of the book is a call for Christians and Muslims to learn how to work together for social justice.
Now, real quick, I know a lot of people looking at it, they're grabbing that pen, you know what I'm saying? They want to look at this again. What's some of those facts that those professors and scholars depict in their argument? What are some of the, can you tell our audience real quickly, because they're interested in the book, all right? I'm quite sure they're interested in the book. Tell them real quick some of those points of argument.
Well, one of the big ones that I had to come to is to understand that the concept religion itself is a very problematic concept, that there's no real definition of what constitutes a religion. And I was teaching Islam through the lens of religion, or what's called comparative religion. And that's what Huda challenged me on. And so I had to learn to step back and think about the fact and learn from these other scholars that the concept religion itself has a very problematic ethical history to it. And it doesn't really help to think of Islam through the category of religion. So I had to rethink what Islam is. If it's not a religion, I came to the conclusion that it looks more like a social justice movement. And I think that's who Jesus was in the first century. And so I conclude Jesus is more like a Muslim than the Christianized Jesus that is more a spiritual savior and not as interested in issues of social justice.
Now, as a Christian, does that make you feel bad saying that? I mean, is there any flack that you give for the church?
Well, I'm sure it'll be a stretch for some people to rethink, and it was a stretch for me. But I'm at a point now where it doesn't make me uncomfortable anymore, and I want to get out there and tell people that Christians and Muslims have a lot in common, a lot more in common than what divides them, and there's no reason for all of the...
Real good point. Real good point. Listen, I know you got. We want to do a follow-up. Can we do a follow-up?
Sure, but the book is widely available on all online booksellers, Amazon.com or any of the others. So it's readily available.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, listen, a lot of things going on, a lot of discussions going on. Again, we're with
Robert Chettinger.
And he's the author of
Was Jesus a Muslim?
And he's a Christian teacher.
Right.
All right, so we're not bringing you no harm here. All right, we bringing y'all guys together. Once again, your man, Abdul Shaheed Munir, in the city of Raleigh, North Carolina. Keep it here.